Hey there. Did you know it's Mental Health Awareness Month? Have you been seeing my posts? If not, I'm going to recap it. This video, we have 10 minutes. I'm going to try to do a video every day. That's my goal. If I miss a day, don't judge me. So far it's 7 days of Mental Health Awareness Month, and I'm going to recap the 6 tips I've given you so far. I'm going to give you a tip, a big one for day 7, and I am going to uh, do another video, a second video that's going to go a little deeper into mental health and money. And I'm going to talk a little bit about retirement. All right, so let's go. We have 9 more minutes. So the first thing that I said on day 1 was take a walk. And this has helped me in the past where things just feel really heavy. Sometimes taking a walk allows you to, if you can get in nature really good, it allows you to get stuff off your brain. Of course, you're probably going to think, for some people, depending upon where you walk, it could be meditative. It is no such thing as a walking meditation, but it can be meditative. So that was day 1. Day 2, I told you to pay attention to the moon. The day that I said that, it was a full moon. So that's why I said it. But for many people, especially for the women in your life, they're governed by the moon, and you can see some changes in behavior around the moon. And also, they say that there are more admittance to the ER on the full moon. I don't know what that means, but I'm just giving you that information. So maybe you just love to see the beauty in the full moon. Or maybe there's something else you notice. Let's see. I have some notes here. Day 3. Day 3 was breathe. Just breathe. So, talk about meditative or meditating. Breathing, meditation is breathing. That's it. That's all. A lot of people think meditation is about quieting your mind, but it is not. It is about noticing your breath. And so, when I told you to just breathe, some of what I say was meditating. And I know you say, oh, I tried meditation, it doesn't work for me. Okay, try it again. Oh, did you see my judgment? So day 4, I said, what did I say? I don't remember. Okay, hold on. I gotta look. I told you, oh, mm, day 4, I said, notice your accounts. Like, look at your money. Because sometimes we're stressed. Our mental health is suffering because we're just not even paying attention. You might have more than you think you do. You might have less than you think you do. And maybe that will stop you from spending it all. I don't care if you're rich or poor or somewhere in between. You need to look at your money. Okay? Look at it. Okay, day 5, I say eat a nutritious meal. You have no idea how much your food and the food that you eat affects your mood. Your food affects your mood. I couldn't help it. I had to rhyme. Yeah, it does. And so the more nutritious you eat, the less you're going to be affected by that. Or I should say negatively affected. You will be positively affected by it. But when you're eating a lot of sugar, a lot of fried foods, it brings you down. And a lot of gluten, a lot of corn, it makes you sluggish. And these GMO foods in America, I don't even want to start talking about that because I don't know if you know, but I travel the world and I'm a global therapist and barber. And food is just so much healthier in a lot of other places I've lived. Anyway, we're on day 6, and this is kind of where we got 5 more minutes for me to give you some deepness in day 7. So day 6 was about sitting on the couch and reading a book. Now you don't have to do it every day. You might only do it once a month. Some people read every day, but I'm suggesting that you at least take a day to sit down and read. Just read something that interests you. I don't think you should read the news, like not the news, a biography, a just something entertaining like a novel. Just read. Maybe you like self-help. Anyway, take some time to sit down in a comfortable place and just read. That was my tip for day 6. And so now it's day 7. Today is day 7. And my tip for you here is for you to actually talk to someone. I know. I know. You're like, what? Wait, what? Are you taking therapy? I am. I am saying therapy. I'm just saying one session. That's it. You don't have to commit to a lifetime of therapy because you actually, if you go, you don't really have to go for a lifetime. It just feels like it, and you think that's the case. And social media and movies make you think you have to go to therapy for the rest of your life, but you don't. Um, the number one thing I want you to think about is one, the reason why you would go to therapy. So I did a podcast episode about who's suffering because you are, right? You are suffering. There's some things that happen in your past that are really bringing you down, that affect your mood, that don't allow you to move forward. And the people around you feel that. And because they feel that, you're not enjoying life as much and they can't enjoy you as much. So that's what you're suffering, and other people are suffering because you are suffering. The second thing is there's a place you want to go, there's a person that you want to become that you need to kind of expand to, and letting go, releasing all of that old stuff can help you do that. So that's another reason why I suggest that you go to therapy. And I'm not saying to read a book on therapy. I know yesterday was sit on the couch and read a book. I'm not saying read a book and answer some questions because I even have a book, The Art of Starting Over. I'm not suggesting that. Suggesting that you actually book one session with someone. Now, you could book that session with me. There'll be a link in somewhere around here. There is a link in my profile. There's a link everywhere where you're going to see me. I'll put a link to how you can book a session with me. But it doesn't have to be me. It can be anyone that is already a trained professional. See them one time. And when you see them one time, have a goal. In this session, I would just like to notice my patterns. That's it. That is it. That is what you're doing. You're noticing your patterns. That one session is not about to change your life. It could. I have done hypnotherapy sessions where people completely shift. They stop that habit immediately. Um, but for other people, it takes longer, sometimes as long as 6 months. But most of the time, it happens by then. So one session, or maybe you need 16 sessions. It depends on you and how ready you are. But when you go to this therapy session, just have a conversation about your patterns. What have you noticed gets in the way of your relationships, of your money, of your health, of your whatever topic you want? And usually those are the same thing. It's likely that those are the same things. You probably don't have to look very far, and you'll see that those patterns across the board. Oh, that same pattern that keeps you from getting the love you want also keeps you from getting the money you want, also keeps you from the health that you want, also keeps you, you see, yes. So wait, let me tell you the 7 areas, the 7 prosperity pillars. And these 7 prosperity pillars are what are going to make your life what you want, or it's going to make your life not what you want if they're not synced. So the first one is wealth, your money. The second one is health. The third one is relationships, all of the relationships. The fourth one is recreation, not just your work. You're going to need to have some fun. So, recreation. The fifth one is reputation. How do you want to be remembered when you leave this world? What is your reputation that's important to you? And even if you don't know it is. And then there's time and there's location. So, wealth, health, relationships, recreation, reputation, time, location. If you have not synced these, if you have not found what you want in each one of these areas, you're going to find yourself uneasy. And that dis-ease that's happening in your brain will cause you stress. And that stress will cause you to do things that do not serve you. And those things that you do that don't serve you will then become patterns, and you'll do them over and over and over and over again. And they will negatively affect your life until you decide to go talk to someone. So go. Set the appointment, have a conversation. I'll see you soon. I love you muchly. Notice the pattern. That's it.